I'll show you my brisket rub. The bottom layer is demerara sugar, also known as sugar in the rub, mixed with Cambodian peppercorn. The next layer is espresso powder. One up from that is salt, and the top is chipotle powder. That is going to be my brisket rub. Good morning. Starting a rib and brisket cook today. I'm going to do some spicy ribs and kind of a coffee rub brisket. I don't think I have any camera people today. The camera girl broke her leg. I have no idea how she did it. Maybe I can recruit some extra help. Let me see. Gonna do some camera work today. Oh well. Yeah, I'm on my own. We'll start with coffee. Tell you what, it's kind of a tough year. Lost my hunting camp to COVID. Almost finished with my last year's deer.
I'm dying here.
Let me see it. My son has brought me a brisket.
Here?
From Mr. Brisket.
Jeez Louise. My hand.
Imperial American Wagyu. From Mr. Brisket, my new fine purveyor of meats. And I also have some Snake River Farms Berkshire pork, spare ribs. They've been waiting to go for a long time, so let's do these. All right, to prep the ribs, I'm going to use this tropical hot pepper sauce. I wasn't kidding about her breaking her leg. We're all going to wish you get speedy recovery, Belly. Love you, honey. That's very sad. I can't put that in the video. All right, we got it trimmed, salted. That's about all the meat I cut off of it, and that's all the fat I cut off of it. And then by the time it's done cooking, it'll be about half of the cut that I started with. You can see some connective tissue in here, but it's all gonna cook down over the length of probably 8 hours. I got in there, I got quite a bit of the fat out, but I'm gonna leave quite a bit on it. And I'm actually gonna use this point to shield the flat. I'm pulling it over because I'm going to put this towards the hotter side, and you can see that it's really not the thickest flat, so you got to keep an eye on these things. But that's the nature of brisket. The best cuts come from the middle, where it's shielded the most. So this might dry out a bit, but you shave it, you serve it, people love it. Now, we're gonna get our rub on there. I think it's okay to start now. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna let this salt set in a little bit more, and I'll get the fire started right now. All right, now for the fun part. Time to mix this up. So I used about half of that rub on that brisket. A lot of salt involved, but that's okay. It looks good. There's a lot of pepper. I'm hoping it makes a great bark and inside stays tender. Now we're gonna do these here ribs. All right. I like to do the show side last, just for appearances and flavor, because you get a better coat on it. All right, now when I use this habanero rub, I'm going to be pretty delicate with it because that habanero powder is pretty spicy. Even though I cut it with the sugar, you gotta be careful. But those warm spices, the baking spices, are potent. Cinnamon is a very potent spice. Okay, pretty light rubbing on that. We can get a little spicier, but we're going to use a habanero barbecue sauce at the end as well. All right, let me let that set up for a second. It'll probably stick nice, but it's real wet. Go. Should be easier if I had an extra set of hands, but apparently you can't even buy good help these days. All right, get this on there too. Because you wanna watch it dissolve a little bit and become one with the ribs before you get it on the smoker. All right, oh yeah, careful with this stuff. This has got the habanero, and dry spices are far more potent than the fresh spices, and that includes chilies. So careful here, very careful. Thinner parts get less, thicker parts can have a little more. We're pretty much there. I don't want to use too much. Oh goodness. I mean, the kids won't eat it if it's too spicy. Oh, they're pretty good. They can eat the heat. All right, that's good. We're gonna let it all set up. Go check the smoker, get that going, and finally we can get it on. It's gonna be a long cook. We'll be finishing in the dark. I didn't even use half of that. Okay, I'll use a little bit more. All right, the heat level should be significant on those. Okay. Nice clean smoker. Now we got the coal started. I think I'm going to use up my almond wood and then move on to apple if I need to. Here are the meats in all their barbecue glory. Yeah. Maybe I should have trimmed some of that fat off of there. Oh well, fat is flavor. Let's go get the smoker looking here and see what's up. 225. Yeah, it's a good start. And by the way, I changed my mind. I'm gonna do hickory. These will add heat. And we want to get this going because we started late. Yeah, let's do that. All right, I'm gonna get the firebox going hotter. Okay, I got the meats on. I got the water pan going. Look, I added time to it just because I got a lot of time and I don't know, might be nice. And let's close it up and let her rip. Doing leaves today during a barbecue. Makes it a little tough to keep an eye on the pit. And by the way, late fall day. We had snow yesterday. Being November 3rd, it's a little early. Here's one of the culprits, catalpa tree. The nice thing about the axewood lump charcoal is that you can add it directly to the fire without it smoking up. Unlike other hardwoods, other lump charcoal products, you just go ahead and pop it in there. Keep it going. So I'm this one. As I rake the front yard, I deal with the ginkgo balls. It's a Japanese tree. Apparently it's a female because of fruits. I love all things Japanese. My name is Japanese. This tree, it wreaks havoc every year. It's very nice to look at. Oh, drop down. Temperature fluctuations are not good. We'll keep it within 10 degrees. So consider this a video on what not to do. Get that going. Let it catch. All right. The way we're gonna do these ribs is get a little brown sugar and butter in there. They've been in a few hours, so it's time. Let's get them all situated here. I'll just sprinkle a little bit more brown sugar on the top here. We'll let them be. All right, let me get this stuff wrapped up. The reason I like barbecuing is I like being outside. Especially when it's nice out and quiet. Brisket wrapped. Sauce on the rib a little bit. Just the dry parts. So, you can taste the tropical. Definitely getting some heat off of it, but it's not too much. Kind of makes you want to eat more. Still cooking my brisket. Looks like it's rolling at 225, which is not what I intended, but we'll consider this part of the rest period. All right, finally got the brisket out. I did this one fat cap up. We gotta check it out. We had to. Yeah, could be more tender. All right. Probably actually could have cooked for a long more. Let's see. It's a hot mess, but let's see. Could be tender. Let's see. It's actually really good. Oh, it's actually leaking tons of fluid. This is like an old car. Leaking fluid. Let's let it sit. I'll take this one. Come on. Fat cap up and an offset smoker with a tuning plate in it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll do the other way next time. Let me try this.